the Tamiya 1/35th scale Sdkfz 223 Lechter Panzerwagen FU. That's a typical Tamiya detail on the box top. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Does it make a pretty cool kit? Well, it's Tamiya, of course it does. So let's see how I built it then. Hello and welcome to my build of this kit from Tamiya, the 1/35th scale Sdkfz 223. And starting off with part 1, construction of the lower hull. I've cut out all the parts and cleaned them up. These suspension parts, these need cleaning up. There's a heavy seam line along the bottom, and then the other parts had just little bits to do. So there's some nasty sink marks on here, but whether we'll see them or not, I'm not sure. Alright, okay, so they don't go in straight. Or do they? They must do. Oh, there we go, it's just clicked in. Oh, fantastic. There's a part, this part goes in, part C16. I'm not going to glue it in yet, because this part needs gluing in. I've got that bit in, and it goes in its gap there. So we'll glue this part in. So, next part is the drive shaft. Oh, that just slots in as well. Typical Tamiya kit, typical Tamiya stuff, isn't it? It just fits together. Oh, that needs cleaning up. Won't be a second. Okay, that's that in. Okay. Finally, for this point, I think that goes on there. Now, which way around does it go? Should that be there? Yes, it should. Okay, so that's section 1 done. Just leave that to dry for a bit, and then it's building up the wheels. Cut them out. Okay, so the first section, saw me do that, and I've cut all the parts out now for section 2, which is adding the wheels, parts of the suspension and stuff. I've already, oh yeah, there's that bit where you have to build up the wheels, and the hubs are different. There's 2 A's, what they call A's, and 2 B's, and they go on A there. So I've set it all out on my workbench like this, you know, like it is on the instructions. From a test fit I did earlier, it would be easier to glue these on first and then put the wheel on afterwards. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'll start gluing these up. So I'm going to put these on, glue the doors in while these are setting up, glue that part in, these parts in here, and then put the wheels on. Okay, so then again, I may, the wheels may end up being left off for painting reasons. It's like, yeah, that might, yeah. I'm gonna leave the wheels off at time being, and I can paint them in ruby black and then yellow. Dark yellow until the hull is painted, because there's these springs, isn't there, and stuff that I'd like to at least get a wash in them after they've been painted or whatever. Right, so I'll get on with painting some, gluing the rest of these parts in, and I'll come back to you. Okay, I decided to glue the wheels in after all. These bits were fiddly, so I didn't film me gluing these bits on, because yeah, they were getting these in were fiddly. So anyway, they're in now. I've sprayed the inside and the interior white. Well, I mixed a bit of I used Revell matte white and a bit of Humbrol linen to give it a bit of a tinge, and I've painted up the radio. I'm guessing that's where the commander stands, and what I thought were a driver figure was a radio operator. He sits there with his half a body. So I painted him up. He looks quite forlorn, to be fair, to be honest. I'm not a good figure painter, so, but you're only going to see that top bit, I think. So I'm going to glue him in, and we'll glue the hull together, which, well, what you'd expect from Tamiya. Put it on the right way around, Stephen. Goes together quite well. So that's next. Okay, we're on to section 5 of the instructions, where it's fixing of the fenders, and it says on the text here on the right, on the left: before cementing, fit each fender in place by way of trial to make sure where to apply the cement. And they're not kidding. The rear one, the rear fender goes on here. Just making it fit, so put too much pressure on and it just slips out of place. So it's going to need a bit of glue in there, I think, and then touching him with some extra thin. So I'm going to get on with that. I'm not going to video that, because this goes in between as well, this part. And these are quite, the flap here is quite close to the wheel, so I'll need a bit of working out, I think. Yeah, alright. So I'll show you in a minute. Okay, well, workbench is a bit clustered at the moment. I've painted up the, I've completed the build and painted it up. Painted the figures, not right, I'm not right good at that. It needs a glass coat, and I can put the transfers on, and then we'll do a bit of weathering. I've done some research. Apparently German cans were tan in colour, so that's when I painted them. They're all loose, they all fit in there. I've done the headlights as best I could. So all the parts have been painted. I've started like trying to give the exhaust a bit of weathering where it rust. Need some more work on that. Yeah, wooden box. Painted that. Hope it looks a bit like wood. So there's still some more work to do on it, and at the moment I'm also working on this cement truck for railways, and I've done the diorama base for it. Started putting aka desert sand on there. Let's have a look, see what it looks like. Just need to get that finished off, put a bit of stuff on it, and we'll see how it goes. So, see you in a bit. Finished up the this little armoured car. I put the transfers on. I've done a bit of weathering with some buff. I put the brown panel liner out around the panels, and I put some buff tile grout, and then some light sand weathering powder from Vail, and I tried to make it so it looks like it's been going hell for leather in desert. So lots of, as it comes up, from the front wheels and in the back. The chains on the front. Oops. As you can tell, the fuel tanks are full, and we'll put some the other way around. I've got some other bits to put on, exhaust and some baggage. I'm also making a base for it to go on. So it'll go on like that. So let's see, I've got some stuff that I can put on. I'll put that around the base here. A couple of them. Cut off a bit of off a long grass that's dried. Yeah, and some more, and a bit of cat litter for boulders. Yeah. So I get on with that. It's coming to end of it. Don't know why, but initial building went really well, and then I've slowed down. But don't know why. So should carry on with that thing. See ya. Okay, and there's the completed kit. My take on Tamiya's Sdkfz 223 radio recon vehicle, and it's been set in North Africa, probably very early on. I've done it on a little diorama, set it off. This isn't something I usually do, this kind of thing, so please forgive me if it looks a bit crap, a bit naff. The model, what can I say about it? It's a Tamiya kit. It may be from the late 70s, early 80s. It just goes together like you would expect a Tamiya kit to. When it got to painting, that's when my enthusiasm died down a bit. I don't know why. Trying to find out the colours, what colours to paint it, so I've just gone with how I feel. Basically, I followed the Tamiya dark yellow for the hull, painted the figures. There's not much detail inside the vehicle. I painted up what is inside. I painted up the all the stowage you get with a kit, and put it on this little base. It's got a little bit of a dune, but maybe there's something buried underneath that, and with all the little extras I put in there, because it's protected from the prevailing wind. And the cat litter looks like painted cat litter anyway, but there you go. So I hope you like this model. I enjoyed making it. Would I make it again? Of course I would. It's been really good. I've got more Tamiya stuff that I want to build. But anyway, so like I say, I hope you like it. I hope you like the video. If you've stayed this far, you've got to this far. Thanks very much. If you like the video, give a thumbs up, please. And if you want to know anything, just give me a comment and I'll answer it. I always answer the comments, even nasty ones. So we shall say no more about that. So, like I say, this is Stevie D signing off for now, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.